Offense up front. We're getting to week 10 now, Sam, so defensive coordinators are starting to see what schemes give you problems and what gives individual players problems. So let's start with this. Week 7, let me take you back to the Arizona Cardinal game, and DJ Dallas. Double A-gap pressure look. It gets picked up here. There's your one-on-one right there with the DB coming off the edge. He can't get the job done in protection, and that's a problem right there because this is where a running back should be able to give his quarterback time. This is the picture you don't want right there. Losing your one-on-one battle. Thompson gets a hit. So let's go to the very next play. Same look, double A-gap pressure. Now we got the slot coming off the offensive left side here. DJ Dallas now has a bust in protection. Double A-gap, free runner from the running back. Dallas does not know where he's going. And there it is. Scheme problems, one-on-one problems, physical problems. Now let's go to week 9. Right there, linebacker.
He ain't coming.
That leg's going. You know he's dropping back, but the offensive lineman blocks down. You get 2-on-1 right there, and A.J. Klein now is the free runner on Russell Wilson. Boom, gets a big hit there. So it's scheme and protection they're having problems with. Running backs, problems protecting. They've got Aaron Donald, yes, but this is a problem they have to fix today.
You nailed it, Teddy, and that's what that offense in Seattle has to be concerned about, and what the defense has to be concerned about. What they can't forget about, what seemingly everyone forgets about, is Cooper Kupp. I don't know how you forget about him, but people continue to do so. Goff and Kupp, the last 2 years, third in the entire NFL in terms of yards. You can't forget about that. Third down especially. Stack releases. This is called Kupp money. The guy on the ball is going deep, probably a corner route, and he's got an option route. Two-way go. DBs, same level, bad ball. Killer crossover, Kupp money route. You know it's coming on third down. You have to stop it. Will they line up in the stack every time? No. They'll disguise it. Little window dressing. We're going to motion over to the stack. These guys know it's coming. They've talked. They're prepared. They're communicating. Guy on the ball is going out. Now we got the Kupp money route. It's just a little two-way go. Get the DB to get his shoulder square. We're going to take our best option route runner against whoever we think is your weak link. You guys try to communicate it out with a two-man combination, and here it comes. Kupp money, breaking ankles, maybe a dead leg. I don't know what you call it. It almost looks like a soccer move, but you know it's coming, and this is a deadly combination. Ball gets out quick. These are good yak plays, and look for Cooper Kupp. He doesn't look like DK Metcalf, but his yardage can compete with DK Metcalf.
Yeah, look, that connection has been really impressive against all defenses, but imagine it against a Seahawks defense that right now has allowed more passing yards in NFL history through 9 games, and they've only played 8. Well, from LA out to MetLife, the Giants looking for their first 2-game winning streak this season. But the Eagles have won 8 straight games against New York, including just a few weeks ago in Week 7. For more on this one, we go out to our Sal Palantonio, who is at the game, and I'm just wondering what Doug Peterson's texting about these days, Sal.
Hey there, SP. Well, take a look at the back page of your New York Daily News. It's blue or die. And I asked Doug Peterson in a text this morning, what did you say to your football team about playing a desperate and motivated New York Giants? And he said, I told them, play together for 60 minutes. Play as one in all 3 phases of the football game. And protect the football and have some fun. This is a very good football team we are playing today. And they're a very competent football team. I talked to Joe Judge on the phone one-on-one yesterday, and he said he was taking a completely different tack in the team meeting. He wasn't going to go through the highs and lows of the game against Washington last week. He decided, I'm just going to show them a highlight reel of a great week of practice. I wanted to show them the confidence and the energy and how much they have improved. So the tough love that they've had all year long from Joe Judge, now it's time to cash in the chips and get a win, finally, against the Philadelphia Eagles, SP.
Yeah, Sal, they feel like they're just so close. Just a few things to get turned around. The Giants are riding some momentum going into today's game after a divisional win over Washington last week. Logan Ryan had the game-clinching interception late in the 4th quarter. And in his first year with the Giants, he's already formed a special relationship with teammates. Look, it's a year where we're all acutely aware of being a call or a text away from news of shutdowns, quarantines, job loss and event cancellations, our priorities are more evident than ever. But what about when the call is about a loved one's health? What do you do when you get that call in 2020? As Kimberly Martin tells us, it came for Logan Ryan last week, and it wasn't what anyone expected.
2nd and 6 from the Washington 32. Down to 1:30 to go. Smith out of the gun, over the middle, intercepted! Picked off by Logan Ryan, and he slides down to seal the deal.
I had a decision to play or not play that game, and I was happy I did because I was able to make the play to win the game and able to bring a lot of joy to my wife and my family back home in what has been some tough time for us.
The call came around 1 a.m. Logan Ryan's wife, Ashley, was at the couple's Florida home more than 1,000 miles away, complaining of severe abdominal pain. The Giants' cornerback was leaving MetLife Stadium at the time, just hours after the team's Monday night loss to the Bucs. Football soon became secondary.
Ashley told me that she was rolling around in bed, she couldn't sleep, and she had stomach pains. And when she would press down physically on her stomach, it was a whole lot of pain, and it didn't feel good at all to the touch. One thing about my wife, she's the toughest person I know, having birth of 2 kids, and just physically really tough. And I know when she was hurting like that it was something out of the norm.
In need of a second opinion, Logan sought the advice of a professional, Giants assistant trainer Justin Mayer.
And he just said, man, I think that, she should go to the ER to be safe. And I said, well, it's 2 a.m. I don't want to stress my wife and, going to the ER. She had pains last night, they passed. And he just said, no, with women, it's a lot more complicated. You just want to be safe. And if it's pressing down and she has pain to the touch, that she should go.
Ashley took Mayer's advice and checked herself into the emergency room.
She gave me a call around 3:30 and said, well, guess what? We're pregnant. I said, we're pregnant? We already have 2 kids. We love our 2 kids. And we weren't trying to, be pregnant again. So I said, well, in God's grace, I guess we're pregnant. And that must be what it was. By 5 a.m., I got a call in tears, and it was, hey, the baby is not in good shape. It's not in the right place. It's actually in my fallopian tube, and my tube is on the verge of bursting, and I have to go into emergency surgery just to save my life. That's when I knew things were really real, and I could potentially lose my wife here. I may not see her again.
Ashley was diagnosed with an ectopic pregnancy. To stop the internal bleeding caused by a ruptured fallopian tube, she was rushed into surgery to save her life.
When did it finally hit you that, okay, my wife is in trouble?
I knew pretty quickly that things were serious for the doctors to be that urgent, and I think it was life-saving that it was.
In the span of 2 hours, the Ryans endured an emotional roller coaster of pure elation to devastating grief. While they mourned the baby they lost, Logan marveled at his wife's strength.
The love of my life, strongest person I know, no one else in the world I want to walk this life with, and just the greatest mother in the world and my best friend. We've had a lot of highs as parents of having kids and won Super Bowls. That's my partner in crime. But we grieve together too.
Ashley, now in stable condition, suggested he stay in New Jersey and concentrate on football. So Logan decided to play against Washington. But before the game, he spoke to his wife.
She told me not to worry about her, and she knows that football is a great escape for me. She said, go play and go bring a ball home to me.
Fourth quarter, under 2 minutes to play, the Giants were clinging to a 3-point lead.
And I looked down at my cleats and I had my wife's name written on my cleats, and I thought about her and just bet on myself.
Intercepted! Picked off by Logan Ryan!
And I was excited for my teammates to pull out this win, and I was extremely excited for my wife to be watching back home, to bring a ball back home for her.
Now, how is Ashley doing now?
She's doing okay. She's recovering. Physically, your body can heal, and her body hasn't healed yet. But emotionally, I think that takes longer. And people ask me all the time, how am I compartmentalizing all of it? And I don't think you can. I don't. I think about her every minute of every day. The days are hard for me. I'm just taking it one moment at a time, because I can't take this life for granted at all.
Wow, our thanks to Logan and Ashley for sharing their story with us. Just another reminder that sometimes we forget how much is going on under the helmet when these guys are out there playing on Sundays. We hope Ashley's recovery goes well, and I just personally hope he gets another football for her out there today against the Eagles. Let's get down to Cleveland now, where Nick Chubb is returning to the Browns to face the Houston Texans, Teddy.
Yeah, Sammy, he's been out since week 4, and you're talking about having the ability to wear the Houston Texan defense out. I mean, this is it. I mean, a big, strong back, 5th in yards per carry in the NFL, a tough tackle for anyone who attempts to bring him down. You look at him there, strong lower body. You got to bring it to bring this guy down. So in the 4th quarter, that's when he can make a real difference if this game is close.
Yeah, and they got to do it in some bad weather in Cleveland today. Well, still to come on Countdown, we've got a new edition of You Got Mossed on the way. The best catches from all around the world. Some want to be on it, some don't. But everybody takes notice.